looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Unloads to the right. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a connection. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to...
Time to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll... He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Goose egg, and this should be a game ball for the defensive coordinator. They have been lights out all game long, stopping the run, stopping the passing attack to come up with a big interception to really put a stamp on this shutout late.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, fourth down.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we... This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grab near the sticks. It's Lockett. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pocket breaking down. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Simon. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Gonna swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what?
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
He's got it down the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here's a heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his 2nd catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He fires one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands of...
Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you...
Gashing the knee on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Simon. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This time they'll go to the running game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. And some room to work. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking for room. It's Tatum. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Off play action. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward,
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He fires to the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
and they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Man down on the play is... They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. One more play to pad the stats. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.